Hey guys, Ryan Jasper Walsh here, giving some tips and advice on how best to record your videos on your smartphone for inclusion in a video or film or documentary project. So here I have my Android. This is a Samsung A13, very simple, basic smartphone. However, the smartphones available these days have incredible quality options available to us. So this is a powerful tool of creation in the palms of our hand. So I've opened the camera app and I've put the camera into video mode, ready to film. Obviously there's different modes, there's photo and video. So obviously we want video mode. That's the first most basic step. Now the second most basic step is to ensure that the videos are being recorded in landscape, horizontal mode, as opposed to filming in portrait or vertical mode. This is good for when we're creating content for Facebook stories, social media, such as Instagram or Facebook stories, where you're scrolling and you're looking at short videos scrolling. But if we're creating something that's going to be displayed on a big screen at an event, or is going to be included in a film, or more of a long form video to go online, we want to have it in horizontal landscape mode like so. So that's the first most important point to note. Secondly, when we're filming, we want to hold the camera nice and steady. If we're hand holding it, we don't want to be shaking it around too much. If you have a tripod or a stand you can mount it on, that's ideal. But if you don't have a stand or a tripod, then it's preferable to hold the camera nice and steady when we're filming. So I'll do an example here, like so. Recording, filming what's happening behind the screen there. Maybe I can move slightly. In general, I want to keep the video nice and steady. So this is the second most important point. Keeping the camera nice and steady. Now you've noticed there, I've just touched the screen and locked the exposure. This is another point which, if you have the option to do, would be great, is basically to touch on the screen where you want to focus on the recording. So let's say we're focusing on the love sign in that corner there. I touch the screen here, and then there's a little lock sign at the top, and I can just press the lock button. Well, that's going to lock on that subject, and when I move it around like that, backwards and forwards, it's not going to jump around in exposure. It's going to be nice and even exposure. So that's the second point, is the third point, I should say. That's the third point, which is to lock the exposure if you can when you're filming, particularly handheld. Now, the fourth point that I'd like to share is around doing long video recordings as opposed to short snippets. If you're carrying out an action or an event, something's happening that you're wanting to show, to allow options to edit, it's best to hold the phone, do long recordings of what's happening rather than little snippets. So I've been recording for 1 minute and 50 seconds. Obviously I'm just moving around, so this is not very useful. But if I was to actually want to be recording my subject in action, I would hold the phone steady. Maybe I can look at something out the window. You can't quite see it, but let's say we're looking at something out the window here. Here we go. I'm going to hold the camera steady like this, press record, get my shot in frame, press record, and get a nice long shot of that window. And there might be something happening out the window that we're wanting to show. wanting to record. Imagining this window is perhaps our frame of action. There is someone walking down the street. There are people walking into shops. There are cars driving by. Let's say this is your point of action and you're filming an event happening. We want to showcase long, steady shots. Long, steady shots being filmed here. Just nice and steady. Showcasing the action. You can do some slight movement if you wish. And there we have a 50-second shot, which gives us plenty of options to choose from that particular shot. So if we're filming multiple shots, we can do long shots of 30 seconds to 1 minute each is a good duration. And cut. And once all the videos are completed that you need to record, then just ensure to upload them directly to where they need to be sent as a straightforward, straight from the camera, straight from the gallery of the camera, straight to whether it's a Dropbox upload link or a Google Drive link or some other platform, as opposed to sending it through Messenger, because Facebook Messenger and other apps will compress the video and we lose a lot of quality. So we want to share the original video file that this phone has recorded. So I can do so by clicking down here, and I can go up to here, share. The little icon at the bottom is share. I'll show that again. There's this little icon down here for an Android is share. And if we click more, there might be options for Dropbox. In the case of a Dropbox file request, all you need to do is click on the file request link and the file, and then direct the upload link to the location of your video files, which is just usually in your gallery, like so. I have the videos there in my gallery right there. That's that second one. That's the first one. So there you have it.